What's up, everyone? Happy Tuesday. Andy and Steve from wagertalk.com. We're going to do a quick little video here on the road to millions. We really don't have a ton to talk about because we did not have any official plays yesterday. It was a light day, but we're kind of getting there. So we are in action today. We do have a MLB play that is up right now. Steve, not much to take away from baseball, right?
Yeah, it was a small slate. It was a small 6 game slate anyway, and we talked yesterday about the Rangers, and that was our free play for yesterday's video, and we talked about how not everything was there for us to make it an official play. So we laid off. Luckily, didn't make it an official, and that's exactly what we do: is try to avoid the losses. That's the biggest thing that we found success with, is avoiding these losses and not playing something you don't fully believe in.
Yeah, we do have our official MLB play of the day that is up right now. This will be part of this last part of the week for our road to million. So we're down minus 4.76 units. So we're hoping to just limit the damage just a little bit. Even if we lose, I'm pretty happy with how the month of June has gone. Not pretty happy, very, very happy. So a win here would just be awesome to walk away from the week with just a little bit of losses. I know that sounds very strange to say I'm really happy with this losing week, but like we always say, man, limit the losses. We know we can go on winning streaks. We know that. We've shown that. How do you limit the losing streaks? So we'll try and get back on track with play of the day today. I'm so glad we laid off the last couple days. Other things we have up, we have our golf pack that just went up. 5% Wimbledon play is still up. 5% UFC play is still up. So we've got plenty of ways that we can bring in some profits as we move in towards the weekend. So Steve, I'm going to bring this up to you. So we're going to talk about this on Wager Talk today. I'm hosting again with Steve Merrill. So A, we're going to talk about this next topic, but B, we're going to go pretty long on low volume versus high volume. I kind of expect this to be a polarizing topic, so I came prepared with some math and charts. That's going to be on Wager Talk today. But my buddy, who Sacker, my friend from New York, he has Met season tickets. He called me last night. He was at the game, and he was like, "This team just stinks," and it seems like the whole New York media is just in a complete panic. They're over the Mets. I looked it up. I think they have the highest bankroll this year.
Yeah, I think they do too. I think they're definitely right up there in the top 2 or 3, 100%. That's for sure.
It's just, it was 260 million. And they're just on this horrible losing streak. They're 8 games under 500, and you almost kind of wonder: are they going to be sellers here if they keep losing? Are they going to have to start trading people despite their high bankroll?
Yeah, you would have to think so. That it's funny because it's the typical local reaction. You get that a lot with the Red Sox fans and stuff like that too. When those are the types of teams that have that great local following, that passionate following. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. We'll call it passionate following.
We talked about that White Sox rant at the beginning of the year when they couldn't buy a win. That fan rant that you had sent me was hilarious. That was a good one.
Yeah. So I just love fan bases that go ballistic over teams. I live in Indianapolis. Like, Indianapolis does not get that worked up over sports teams. So I think we do. I think Indianapolis is actually a pretty good sports town. I mean, we support our teams, especially when they're winning. That's every city. But when they're losing, it's not over the top, which is kind of a bummer for comedic purposes because I love fan freakouts. It's one of my favorite things.
Oh yeah, 100%
in sports. But man, when he called me last night from the game, he's like, "These Mets stink, man. They can't hit. They can't." Oh my god.
Yeah, they're in rough shape right now.
Yeah,
down towards the bottom of the division with the Nats. So
yeah. I also saw last night. Who was the team that lost in the 9th inning on the wild pitch? Did you see that?
I didn't. Who was it?
2-1. I think it was it the Angels game? The Angels. I think it might have been the White Sox. Yeah,
I know the Angels finished 2-1. So
Angels won on a wild pitch. In the what a God. Oh, talk. It just does it get worse than that? I mean, I guess a walk off home run, a wild pitch.
No, the wild pitch is worse than the walk off. The walk off happens all the time. The wild pitch is that's a rarity. I mean, and we dealt with that a couple weeks ago where we had they kept walking the bases loaded with the bottom of the order. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then that's like I said. Whenever you see that, you see the bottom of the order walk the bases loaded. You know the top of the order is feasting after that.
Yep. Yep. So, shout out to Greg and Rock. Greg, send me a message, a DM on Twitter. I know you're in the Indy area. Let's get together and have a brewski or something. So okay. A little housekeeping. We're moving to the Wager Talk channel. That is on going to start tomorrow. So the Road to Millions video, the official Road to Millions video for Wager Talk went up. It's got the new spreadsheet. I trust all of you in the channel. If you get the spreadsheet, do not email me asking for permission to use the spreadsheet. Follow the instructions. They're in the video and they are literally on the spreadsheet. The spreadsheet literally has the instructions on how to use it. So if you're using the new spreadsheet, please, I beg of you, do not email me. Please just follow the instructions. It's even color coded.
Yeah,
like
it's all there. It's all there for you.
there, it's 4 steps. I promise you, following the steps is way less time than emailing me. I promise you that. So please go ahead and do that. So we'll be moving our Road to Millions content over to the Wager Talk channel. There'll be we got to work out a couple of bugs there since we're moving channels. So the content will be up there. It'll probably be up earlier in the day, I hope. But that will be up starting tomorrow. We'll start off with our bankroll reset. So, morning, Scott. How you doing, man? Hope everything is well up in Chicago. So, okay. The other thing that we want to do, I've talked to Steve a while about this, and we don't really know the best way to go about it. I'm kind of over daily free plays. I don't like putting them out because they end up not being on our card. And I don't know if we feel 100% confident in them, right? Steve, there's a reason why we don't have them as part of our card. We've been talking about this.
Yeah, I mean the plays they don't make the card, so we're not obviously that invested in them 100%. So I mean we're talking about Road to Millions, and we're talking about low volume and using the right plays that you're really passionate about, and some of these free plays sometimes you're just giving the best play that you can, and it loses, and you don't want it to affect people's bankrolls.
So we're going to kind of scrap the best bet idea. Instead, we're going to do something that I think we're temporarily calling it the streak of the day. We're going to go over a trend or an angle that kind of jumps off the page for us, but we're going to go over why it doesn't quite make our card. And I think that's kind of how we want to go about doing this. We want to give out some really cool content for people to keep their eye on, but I don't want to confuse our official plays with our free plays. We post free plays all the time on wagertalk.com. Those are normally client plays. And then I'm on enough shows on other Wager Talk shows that there's plenty of free content out there. So for the Road to Millions, I think we're going to kind of be done giving out free plays on a daily basis because I don't want to confuse the free plays with the official plays. So yes.
I guess the potential we could, if we did have multiple plays on a day, I don't know, it's something we could think about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we had, but I mean, I do like this idea of the streak of the day. It's similar to a play of the day, but it's just some good talking points about why it wouldn't make the card.
Yeah. We're still kind of we're still kind of playing it day by day. We don't have an exact formula, but it's something that's kind of been on my mind. So I think we're going to kind of go this way. So we're going to try this here. We're going to go over the streak of the day. So, all right, Steve, let's go over the streak of the day. This is something that jumped off the page for us, but we got questions. So JD Martinez, look up his RBIs, red hot there for a while, ice cold. The trend says under at minus 105. So walk us through JD Martinez, RBIs. If you're just looking at plain stats, this is an under machine.
Yeah, I mean he hasn't had an RBI in 7 straight games, and also 11 of his last 12. So I mean we look at it, and he was like you said, he was red hot in late May, early June. He's really is a streaky hitter where he's hot and cold a lot. You know what I mean? So right now, looking at how he's trending, you would take the under. However, he's playing at Coors Field tonight. Obviously, that's a great hitting environment, goes without saying. And he's facing off against Connor Siebold, who he's a righty, but he struggles against right-handed batting. They bat 299 against him. He's actually better against left-handed batters. So in this one right here, the trend tells you to go under, but the situation would tell you to say that he's going to get an RBI tonight.
Yeah, so this is one of those streaks where we looked at it, was like, wow, man, we should take the under. It was like, ooh, bad pitching matchup, Coors
Coors
Field,
Field.
just so we're gonna do this kind of every day. We'll look up some streaks, see if they. I mean, and this JD Martinez, like Steve said, this guy goes hot and cold. He's not going to be cold forever. So maybe we keep an eye on this, and when he breaks out of his slump, he's not going to bat like this all season. Maybe we're getting some awesome prices on him to go over. So streak of the day, JD Martinez, RBIs. If you're looking at playing as under, which is what the trend tells you, you might be a little cautious on that one. So
yeah, the Dodgers could put up some crooked numbers tonight at Coors Field, 100%. So that's what makes it tough to add that to your card. But like you said, when he is hot and cold, so we could go to him in the future if we see him heating up again.
Yeah. So DraftKings open at Wrigley today. That is awesome. Exciting
That's
news.
cool.
Exciting news.
It's really cool.
Surely we got to have 100% states here in a couple years that are legalized.
Yeah.
So. All right, guys, that's going to do it. I'm going to jump off and go jump on Wager Talk today. We got some killer topics to talk about. Ronald Cabangs, the $2 handicapper. And then for us, we obviously have our MLB play of the day that is up right now. That is part of the Road to Millions. And, of course, golf plays, 5% Wimbledon play, and 5% UFC play that is up. So good luck. Let's have a great Tuesday, and we'll see everyone tomorrow.
Good luck tonight.